Welcome. I'm Caddy, and I'm going to be taking you through a 30-minute stability ball or birth ball workout. I'm going to start with a long and gradual warm up in which I will be describing the more details about the main session. I would say, if I have to place a level, I would say it's more intermediate. However, if you're a beginner and you're curious, by all means, observe the session, and if you're willing, you can attempt it. So you do need a stability ball for this workout. I also use some items for resistance. Again, you can use something more sensible because if these tomatoes fall on the floor, it's not going to be pretty. So grab some books alternatively, or if you don't have anything, you will still benefit from the workout. So make sure you have some water available, and let's get going with our warm-up. So we're going to begin this warm-up marching on the spot. We will use the stability ball, but not just yet. Let's just keep marching on the spot, rotating our wrists, just mobilizing those wrists. Put your hands together and rotate in one direction and in the other, marching on the spot. So we're in the warm-up section where I'll be going through the program for the day, for the next 30 minutes, that is. And let's bring our hands to the sides, open to one side, and step it out to the other. Just stepping it out in one direction and opening and extending our arms at shoulder height. Thank you so much once again for joining me in this workout for pregnancy. We've come a long way to get here from the days pregnancy was considered a disease. Now we're working out during pregnancy, and it's wonderful. So a little bit of safety notices. Having said that, making sure we're nice and ventilated in the room. So if you need to open any windows, go ahead and do so. You need to have some water available. Remembering to drink before, during, and after the session. And at any point, you should not be holding your breath at any point throughout this section. So make sure you just breathe normally. Apart from that, just have a good time, listen to your body, and we'll just get going. And slow it down. We're just going to be stepping one foot in front of us on your toes, one after the other. Keep going. Roll your shoulders back and keep rolling them back. Bring them all the way to the ears and dropping them low. So let's remember, this is the posture that we want to have. Low shoulders. And our upper back is nice and flat. We don't want a rounded upper back. So staying aware in our posture. Let's roll our shoulders forward. Again, dropping them, bringing the shoulders all the way to the ears and dropping them. And let's slow it down and to the side. We're just making every movement count in those 30 minutes that we're listening to our body at the same time. So today's session is beginning with a warm-up. And once we're done with the warm-up, we'll get into the main session. So in the main session, we have 7 pairs of exercises. That means we'll start with an exercise, and we'll just add another layer of complexity for the same exercise. And we'll do that 7 times. Each exercise will be 45 seconds, and before each round, I'll be doing a 15 seconds demonstration. So it's your chance to observe, but also to recover, catch your breath, drink some water, and pay attention, getting ready to go. So we'll be going very fast. So pay attention, stay motivated, be present. And now we're going to extend one leg in front of us, rest, like bending on the other leg, which is supporting. So we're just lifting your toe, digging your heels, keeping your back nice and straight, your hips nice and square. We're taking this warm-up in a very gradual way. So now add your arm to bring them up. Slowly. Pay attention to your balance. If something doesn't feel quite right, take your time or hold on to a wall or a chair. Use your breath throughout. So in terms of intensity, I've made it so that you can modify and adjust to what suits you. So onto the side steps. So if you feel more dynamic, you'll be able to adjust. I will be using some items as resistance in this workout, but that is completely optional. If you have dumbbells, you can use them, but you also benefit from this workout without holding anything at all. So let's go. So the warm-up is a really important section. We're just getting ready to work out. We're negotiating with our babies. Just work with us so that we have the strength to carry through. And with our busy lives, it's easy to just keep doing our to-do list while we're here moving from side to side. But I'm going to ask you to just be present. Stay aware of your movements. Feel your muscles working. Feel your shoulders as you extend, your legs, your glutes, and stay present. So standing to the side, we're just going to bring our heels to our bum and reaching to the center of our chest and opening, getting a stretch in our chest as we bring our heels to our bum. Again, go at your pace. You should feel your heart rate going up slightly. And let's slow it down. Again, side to side. If this is too intense for you, just use your legs. If this is uncomfortable for you, if you have any pelvic girdle pain, then you can just step it a bit closer, a bit more narrow. I'm just giving you options, so you have no excuses to keep moving. And let's slow it down. Hold on to a wall. Step 1 foot back. And just do some gentle lunges. As we're warming up, we don't need to go all the way down. We're just getting the motion ready. If you don't need the wall, use your arm for balance. And stop. Let's reverse. Step back with the other leg. And let's go down. If you're already feeling warm and you need some water, go ahead and grab some. And keep going. We'll be starting the session in 2 minutes. And let's march it out. Let's roll our shoulders with some bigger movement this time. Circling our arms. And circles in the other direction. So today's topic or theme is using the stability ball. And as we work in our deep core muscles that will enable us to stabilize our spine, it's a good opportunity to just be aware of what is the source of instability. And in life, stability is an important topic. It's a value that ranks really high for me. So we could all do with a bit of stability, whether it's in your professional life, in your love life, in your financial life. Stability is something that we could all do with getting more emotionally stable. And let's step it forward. Let's reach and pull. Let's increase the pace. Reach and pull. Stepping forward. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Keep going. And we're we're just going to bend one leg and stretch those arm hamstrings. Bring our arms up. Keep going. And bring your heels to your bum. Make sure you have some water available. And we'll just do 10 more seconds of lunges. So step one leg back and we just bend. And keep going. Step the other leg back. And let's just lunge. So you should feel a little bit warm. Grab some water and we'll get going with our stability ball. So I'm placing my stability ball against the wall, but it's also safe. For more security, you may feel comfortable to place it and wedge it in a corner. So we're just going to start with tilting our pelvis. So you're just rocking forward and back. So I'll demonstrate. So go ahead and start. So you're tilting your pelvis forward and back. Forward and back. You're only using your abdominal muscles. As you tilt, as you tuck in your tailbone, the ball should be rolling forward and it will roll back as you arch your back. So it's a very gentle motion. Your feet are hip width apart. Use your breath as you do this. We're just going to continue this in the next round. So I'm going to place my arms at shoulder height. And this time, as you breathe out, I'm going to use my tummy muscles to lift up and bring my navel towards my spine. You can also add some pelvic floor. So as you breathe out, tuck in your pelvic, tilting your tailbone, and you're going to squeeze and lift up the muscles around your back passage as if you're trying to stop yourself passing wind, and bring that feeling to the front as if you're trying to stop yourself passing urine. And that will add a level of stability. Then release in a slow and controlled manner. Again, squeeze at the back and the front. Engage your abdominals, bring your navel towards your spine, giving a hug to the baby, and which is perfectly safe to do. And release. So we're gonna grab, I'm gonna grab my resistance and sit. And I'm just gonna reach overhead. So you're just doing a little arc, drawing a little arc above your head. So it's not a straight up movement, it's going overhead. So you're gonna just think about standing nice and tall, as if you have a piece of string from the crown of your head, lifting you up. So by sitting on a stability ball, we're already engaging our abdominal muscles because we're not able to slouch. We have to stand nice and tall. So keep going. So now we're gonna keep doing the same movement, but just gently lifting one leg. We're just lifting our heel off the floor and just resting on our toes. So keep going. I'll demonstrate from the side. So I'm just gently lifting my heels off the floor. Again, the reason I'm against the wall is for this added security. So throughout this workout, you shouldn't feel too fatigued. It should be uncomfortable as you're working your muscles. But on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being complete relaxation, 10 being complete exhaustion at the end of a marathon, you should be from a 3 to 5. now I'm gonna tuck in my upper arm to my body, and we're gonna bring the arms together as we squeeze in a bicep curl. Always lifting and standing nice and tall through your abdomen. Lengthening that spine and engaging your abdominals. Exercise is wonderful for the mom. It's got many benefits. It improves your mood. It improves your well-being. It's good for your mental health. It's also good for the baby. So keep going, stay focused. And this movement is done in a slow and controlled manner. So again, checking in with our intensity, making sure we're somewhere between a 3 out of 10 and a 6 out of 10, no more than a 6 out of 10. So again, I'm lifting my heels one at a time and working on my bicep curls at the same time. So in this workout, we're utilizing our deep core muscles, our abdominal muscles, our transverse abdominis, which is our natural corset that we have that sits really deep in our core. So we're using our pelvic floor to allow us to stabilize our spine as we go through these motions. If at any point you feel fatigued, make sure you have the water available and go ahead and take a break, change the pace, and drink some water. Okay, so we're going to be doing our seated row. So all I'm going to be doing is with my weight or empty hand, I'm just going to pull and squeeze my shoulder blades behind me. Keep going. So imagine you're dragging something heavy, and to make sure you're doing it right, you're just kind of squeezing your shoulder blades together. Bring your arms along your body. Very slow and controlled. You're working on your upper back muscles. These upper back muscles are really important with our posture. In pregnancy, you have all of the weight dominating in the front of your body. So you need to maintain strong musculature in your back muscles to compensate for our breast and the size of the increasing baby. So we're going to continue with this motion. Again, this time we're going to see if we can lift both heels together. So I'm just keeping with the rowing motion and lifting both heels together. So you've given 30 minutes to yourself to work on your well-being, to invest in your health. This is the time where you just need to anchor into that vision of yourself, working out during pregnancy, staying strong. So yes, your arm may be hurting, but do not give up. Stay focused and go at your pace. Use your breath and keep going. So now I'm going to come to the front to demonstrate the next exercise. So your elbows are at shoulder height, bring them to the front. And we're just going to be squeezing at the front, as if you're pressing something with your elbows, using the shoulder muscles, using the chest muscles, and strengthening our chest is really important to allow us to lift our chest, squeeze, use your breath, and squeeze in a slow and controlled manner. And really visualize the muscles that you're strengthening, which are in your chest, in your shoulders, but also your back. Stay nice and tall. And I'm going to drop the weights for a second. And again, we're gonna see if we can lift both heels as we do this motion. So it makes sense and it works for me to lift both heels as I'm squeezing and flatten my feet as I'm opening. So I'm lifting and squeezing, opening and keeping my feet flat. Lifting and squeezing. All along I'm staying nice and tall. My shoulders are relaxed and I'm using my breath. I can carry on with a conversation. If you're struggling to keep a conversation, it means you're working too hard. So take a break, grab some water, keep going. It should be hurting at your shoulders, but keep going. Stay nice and strong. Your upper body will serve you. The shoulders will serve you when you're holding your baby. And let's relax. So now I'm going to be standing to the one side and just lunging. Go ahead. We're just going to lunge to one side. So shifting your weight to one side and sitting back. If this is uncomfortable for you, if you're too tall, you can also hold this. Hold your stability ball and turn from one side. If not, just keep going. Just lunging. Keeping your back nice and tall, nice and straight. Keep going. You're working on your stability, and your legs are really helping you. By having strong legs, you get to spare the unnecessary use of your back muscles, of your ligaments. So we're going in the other direction. So I'm shifting my weight to one side. And alternatively, I'm shifting my weight and standing up using the ball in my hands. Use your breath and continue. Engage your core as you're leaning to one side. Remember, bring your baby close to you. Bring your navel towards your spine. Give that little hug to your baby, which is perfectly safe. And you're working on your deep abdominal muscles that will help you find the right posture during pregnancy. We're going to slowly get on all fours. Again, you can wedge the ball in a corner. I'm going to just lean it against a wall. Placing one hand underneath the shoulder. You're just going to drive back with one heel and place your arm over. Engaging your abdominals, bringing your navel towards your spine. And when you cannot hold it anymore, take a rest into child pose. Then go again. For a more advanced option, you can lift your leg back only until your spine is nice and neutral. So hold it here. Make sure you bring your navel toward your spine to protect your abdominal wall. And take a rest in child pose as you recover. You always want to have that abdominal engagement, lifting through your tummy, bringing your baby closer to your back. And let's rest. So we're going to do the same in the other position. So either driving back with the opposite leg or lifting the opposite leg or staying on all four. Your back is nice and flat. So engaging your abdominal muscles, bringing your navel towards your spine, staying nice and tall in your spine, bringing your baby towards your, engaging, giving that hug to your baby. And when you cannot hold that level of activation, come back into a child pose. And go again. Opposite arms and opposite legs. Lengthening through your spine, keeping that level of activation in your core to keep your core nice and stable. Do not move and relax. Catch your breath. And one more time. And that's the sound. That's the end of the workout. So well done. Grab some water and place the ball to one side, and we'll shortly begin our stretches sitting down. So we're gonna go straight into our stretches. So you find a comfortable seating position. You're gonna stretch one arm over, bend your elbow so that your palm is against your upper back. And with your other hand, you're just gonna press your elbow back a little to get a nice stretch in the back of the upper hand. However you're seated, whichever seat position you've chosen, make sure that you're sitting nice and tall through your spine. Your elbows are relaxed. And let's release. Let's bring the other arm over, bending the elbow, and pressing with the other hand. Engaging your abdominal muscles and feeling for the stretch in the back of the upper hand. Hold it here, take a couple of breaths, and let's relax. So now, you want to go back to that neutral spine. Again, you're not arching your back, you're not over tucking it, you're just somewhere in the middle with a nice natural curve in the lower back. Place your hands in the small of your back. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, aiming for your elbows to touch one another, getting a nice stretch in your chest. Take a nice deep breath. And take this moment for yourself, because that was a lot of work, and you've made it through. Working on that self-belief, knowing that you've achieved this workout, and carrying that achievement with you whenever you need it, knowing that yes, you can when you have any doubt. So placing one hand inside the other, we're going to raise our arms to shoulder height, pressing our palms together away from our body with a small bend in our elbow, and bring your chin to your chest, focusing on an upper back stretch. Take a deep breath here, take your time, and really enjoy the nice stretch in your upper back. Take a moment to yourself. And let's relax. So we're gonna get with our knees bent in front of us, my hands resting behind my body for support. You're gonna fold your leg so that my left ankle is over my right knee. And as you lean forward, bring your hands closer to your body. Standing nice and tall, you should start to feel a nice stretch in your glutes, in your piriformis muscle. So again, you can adjust the position to what feels comfortable to you, bearing in mind your bump. It has to feel comfortable. And slowly unfold. We'll go for the other side. So adjust your foot so that you're in a comfortable position, pressing your knee away from your body. So I'm pressing my right knee away from my shoulders and feeling a nice stretch in my glutes that tend to be tight as we're sitting. And let's slowly release. So I'm going to sit in front of you. So we're going to place one hand inside the other and really stretch nice and tall, lengthening through our spine from the crown of our head to the bottom of our tailbone. Finding that length and slowly releasing. So placing one hand to one side, I'm just going to bend and feeling a nice stretch all along the side of my body. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And slowly bring your hands together. Give yourself a big round of applause. Wonderful job to your baby, wonderful job to yourself. And remember to drink a lot of water throughout the day. Keep hydrated. And thank you so much for joining me. Remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe with your friends and family. And slowly get back up.